Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel. Ramadan Mubarak to all my brothers and sisters around the world. Today I'm here to talk about how to raise a male child. The difference between raising a male child and a female child is then raising a male child is not about leaving the male child in the house without doing anything. If you have a female and a male child in your house, make sure what the male child is doing, the female child will do the same. Back then in Africa, that's where I'm coming from. I know my mothers back then in Africa, or our parents, I'll say, raised the male child different than raising a female child. They raised the male child to become a king, forgetting that they will grow up and marry a queen. They raise them not to do anything. They don't clean the house. They don't cook. They don't wash dishes. They don't sweep nothing. They don't do no house chores. Rather, their female sisters are the one doing everything in the house. Cook and then serve them. So when they grow up and get married to somebody's daughter, they expect the same thing from where they are coming from in their own house. When they get married, they expect their wives to treat them the same way their sisters or their mothers treated them. They want them to cook, clean, even if they are pregnant, heavily pregnant. Heavily pregnant. They are tired. You will see them carrying so much stuff on their hands, carrying loads on their heads. On top of it, they are pregnant. They will come home tired and cook, and the man will be laying in the couch, a lazy chair. That's how we call it back then. Lazy chair, watching football. Don't want to do nothing. Don't want to help because they think they are the king. And I think it's very, very, very bad. That is the reason why nowadays the divorce rate is very high. Because the women are not accepting that anymore. Not like our mothers. The women refuse to accept it because they are also human and they want to be treated like a queen. They want to be treated like a queen. If you said you are a king, you have to treat your woman like a queen that she is. If you love her, you have to treat her like a queen. When your woman is pregnant, you have to get up, help her to cook in the kitchen, even if you can't cook. You can be in the kitchen with her to support her. That little support will go a long way. She'll be happy. She'll be happy. She won't be tired at night and then be saying that, oh, I'm tired. And then when you ask her a question, she'll be moody. She'll be throwing some words to you. She'll say anything that because she's tired, she's frustrated. There's no help. There's no help. I have 4 children. I have 2 girls, 2 boys. I have an older son and an older daughter, and then I have a younger daughter and a younger son. My younger one is 5, and he's a boy. My oldest is almost 20 years, and she's a girl. And then the second, the one after her, he's 13. It's a boy. He cleans, he cooked, well, he fried eggs, but he hasn't started cooking, like really cook. I taught him the other day, I taught him how to make egg stew, and he was able to do it. Because I want to raise him the way I want to be treated. I don't want him to get married to any woman or somebody's daughter and treat her like a slave. I want her to be the queen in his house, like he claimed he's the king. I want when she gets pregnant, my son will be able to be in the kitchen to cook, clean, wash dishes, and let her rest. Back then, our mothers suffered a lot. They were bearing all the stuff that their husbands are telling them to do. They turned them into a slave. Because that is how they were raised. People say it's African mentality. I say it's naive. Or, how do you say it? Do you have any word for it? You can write it in the comment section. I'm here today because every time I go on social media, I hear people divorce every single day, every single minute, every single day, every single hour. Divorce. The divorce rate is very high. The divorce rate is very high because of the way the men treating the women. So now the women too don't want to stay home and be treated like that. They also deserve to be treated like a queen. So if they don't get that treatment, what is going to happen in their house? There won't be peace in their house. If there's no peace, what will happen? Divorce. Do you think raising a male child the way our parents raised our male child back then, now, do you think we should do that now? We should raise them the same way our parents raised our male child back then. Please tell me if you think so. Write it in the comment section below. Like I said, I have 2 boys, 2 girls, and I also have brothers. I have one brother that he doesn't play. He have 3 kids, twins and a boy, twin girls and a boy. He cook, he clean, he takes good care of his kids. If you see him cooking, he cooks like a woman in the kitchen. Because he was raised well. I'm not saying that those men that are not doing it are not raised well. They are, but because of the way they were raised, they don't respect their wives. And then wash your hands again in the water, in the same water, and then wipe it on your mouth. You wipe it and then call your wife to come and pack everything and go and put it in the kitchen and wash the dishes for you. Some men will even leave their plates there if they don't have water to wash their hands. They will leave their plates there, the tray that their wife served them, they will leave it on the table and get up, go to the kitchen, go to the sink, wash their hands, and come back and sit down and leave the plates. Call your wives to come and pick it up. That's a slavery. That is a slavery. I think it's time for us, mothers of today, to get up and start raising our male children the way we want our husbands to treat us. It's time for us to teach them to teach them what women can do, men can do. It's the same way what men can do, women can do. So I think if we get up or we stand up and we put them in that position, let them understand that the females are not our slaves or are not your slaves. They are not your slaves. Rather, they are queens. They are like eggs. They are like eggs. So if you claim you love them, you have to carry them like eggs. Make sure they don't break. But if you claim you love them and you always see your woman in the kitchen cooking, cleaning, serving you food, washing your dish, your plate after you finish eating. Sometimes I'm surprised at some men that they will eat, get up from their table, like the dining table, leave their plate there, go to the sink, wash their hands. What is wrong with you carrying the plate? Go to the sink and wash it. Just wash it. There's nothing will happen to you. Rather, you making your wife happy. A happy wife, a happy home. That way, there will be less divorce. I know we have so many ways, that so many things, not only disrespecting your wife or using or making her look like she's the slave in the house, or let me see the right way to put it. But I think there's a way that you're gonna treat your wife. We women, we have a soft place in our hearts. When a man touches that place, we melt. So when you, a man, you come home, even a smile on your face, a smile that you put on your face makes us happy. We know when you come home and you have like a tough or hard or I'll say, how am I going to put this? Like you had a long day at work. Yes, that's the word. A long day at work, and you don't want to come home and put a smile. You don't want to come home because you had a long day at work. You are really tired. Of course, yeah, I understand. When you come home, it doesn't happen. It doesn't have to happen every single day when you come home. So when you do it once in a while, the day that you come home and you don't look happy, your wife knows there's something wrong. We women, we are very smart. We know there's something wrong. We would definitely know how to calm you down and put a smile on your face. But rather, when you come home, And some men, even when you're trying to put a smile on their face, they don't want it. They don't want to take it. They don't want that smile. They don't even want you to make them happy. They just want you to leave them alone because they want to treat you like a slave in the house. Because if they frown your face, you're gonna be unhappy. And with the frownness on their face, you will come home, cook, serve them food, they will eat, and even because of the way they are tired, they will even say something to make you unhappy or something to hurt you, because they can eat the food and even say a word to you like, oh, this food it doesn't taste good. I don't like the way this food tastes today, because they are unhappy. So they're gonna try and make you unhappy. Come on, man. Come on. You should try and treat your woman like the queen. I always say this. I have 2 boys, 2 girls, and I'm trying my possible time. I'm trying so hard to raise my male child or my male children, even though the younger one, he's very young, he's only 5 years old. But the only thing he can do is to clean up his toys. But the older one, he's 13, he can do a lot of things. He can vacuum, he can, like, sometimes I'm so amazed the way I see him helping his elder sister and his younger sister. His younger sister is 10. He will wash the dishes. She will come and dry the dishes. The 10-year-old, she will come and dry the dishes and put them in the cabinet. He will bring a vacuum and vacuum the living room. His older sister will go to the kitchen. She will sweep the kitchen. This is so beautiful. I just love to see them like that. Alhamdulillah. And that's why I'm bringing this message out there to our mothers, our 21st century mothers. Please, let's get up and raise our male children the way we want our men to treat us. Raise them. It's okay to be a king in your house, to be the head of the house. It's okay. In my language, in Hausa language, we have this term, or I would say this, I don't know how to say it. But yeah, this term that they use, they say the woman is Medaki and the man is Megida. That means Megida is the owner of the house, the head of the house, and the woman is the head of the room. So she would take in charge of the room, clean and do everything. But that does not mean that you should turn her into your slave. It doesn't mean you should turn her into your slave. When she's cleaning, as the man that you are, or as the king that you are, if your queen is cleaning or she's cooking, you take care of your children if you have one. You clean if there's something that you have to do, like you clean or help in the kitchen. If she finished cooking, you can help her to serve the food on the dining table. That way, your children will be looking at it and follow your footsteps and do the same thing. You don't have to force them, because they know their father is doing the same thing, their mother is doing it. So why not? They will learn from you. But back then, our mothers, let me tell you, you will go to the market, you will see our mothers. Some of them are even pregnant, like heavily pregnant. And at the same time, they have a 1-year-old child on their back. Then carrying a basket full of foodstuffs. Walk in the sun. Then when you walk in front of their house, you see the husband laying or sitting in a lazy chair, having a conversation with his friends. He doesn't even know where his wife is. He doesn't even know if his wife is safe out there with his children and unborn child. Why? We women are not born to be suffering. The same way men are not born to be suffering. Women are not born to be slaves. The same way men are not born to be slaves. Why can't it be both ways? It should be both ways. It shouldn't be the woman always be in the kitchen, always be the one to clean, always be the one to give their children a bath, always be the one to feed their children after standing on her feet for hours. She will have to sit the children down if she have little ones to feed them. Why do we have to go through that? Why? I sit here today because, like I said before, whenever I go on the social media, the divorce rate is really, really high. And all the people on the social media, all they talk about is, oh, how the men treat them. I would say the women. They'll be talking about how the men treat them. They don't treat them right, but they want to be treated right. They don't respect them. They leave them to do all the house chores. And then when they come home, they will just come relax in the couch, doing nothing. They don't help them with the kids, neither. Come on. All this frustration can lead to divorce. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want our children to get married and stay in their marriage and last in their marriage for years. Until death separate them. I don't know what's going on nowadays. I know then our parents did that, but come on, now, 21st century, do we have to raise our children same way our parents raised our male children? Do we? Do we have to raise our male children same way our parents raised our male brothers? Well, our brothers, or yeah, let me put it that way, our brothers. That is the reason why I came here today, to sit down and just give a small advice. A small advice. I know I'm talking too much. Small advice to our parents, or I would say our 21st century parents. I'm pleading to you all out there. If you come across this video, please try and raise your, it's not only the female children, not only the male children, raise your female children too. Raise them well. But don't say because I said raise your male children, let them clean, let them cook, let them do this, let them do that, so you will leave the female children not to do anything in the house. No. It comes both ways. When this one is doing this, this one is doing that. They both have to learn, both have to learn how to do, you know, the house chores. It's not only, I'm not talking about only the male, but it's like most of the time is the male children that, or I would say our men, that are the one treating the woman or seeing their woman or treating them like a slave. And at the same time, they claim they love them. I don't see this as a love. I see this, I don't know the word to put it. I don't know how to say it. If there's a word for that, you know, if there's a word for it. I'm really upset. Trust me, I'm upset because I've been going on social media watching this. You see these videos, the way women are so hurt, the pain that they go through because of the way the men treat them. Come on, women, let's get up. Let's get up and raise our men, we will call them boys, but they'll become men one day. Let's raise them, our male children, to become a better male children in future. Please. I know we can do it. I know we can do it, inshallah. I know we can do it, inshallah. One day I'm gonna do a video when my son is cleaning, or I'll do a video when he's cooking and post it for you guys to see. I'll make a video when he's vacuuming, when he's cleaning, when he's washing dishes, for you guys to see. Because he does it, not because of the video purpose, but he does it in the house. He cleans. The only thing he doesn't do now, he fry eggs. Like I said, he will fry eggs for his siblings, his younger ones. And like I said, I taught him how to make egg stew. So he's still learning how to cook. Please, let's get up and make the world a better place. And stop the high rate of divorce. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. I love you. And don't forget, stay safe. Ramadan Mubarak to you all once again. Assalamu alaikum.